Okay, welcome back. So in the last session, we see that how we can create free account on the Atlassian. So we have created the account and then it asks for the project name. So in this session, we'll go ahead and create the project for us. Till now, if you see that we have created our Atlassian account only, we haven't created any project because once account is created, then you need to start with creating some of the projects. So let's go ahead and create some project, and then after the project we'll learn how to import the sample data. So let's use something like learnology, the learning only, and see. Let's get started. So it will take some time for us to create the project. So ignore these things, go ahead, and here you can see that it created the learnology project for us. So let's be familiar with all those screens and other options. On the very top you will see your project names, and if you talk here, click here, then you will be able to see all those project name listed. If you are working with the multiple project, then you can go and see. If you click on the view all project, the all the project would be listed here. And if you see here, we have currently only one. If you want to create another project, go ahead and create another project at, and what the template you want to use. And if you want to use the import data to your new project, then you can use the import, and it will import the data from all these options available, maybe the CSV or anywhere. But I'm not going to use from the CSV. I will try to use the existing data which is by default provided by the Atlassian itself. So let's cancel this one and open our project. So this is the, let's go to the our project. Now the first thing is the planning session. If you see, if I click on the planning session, you will see this very familiar screen where if you want to create the sprint, and then you can go ahead and create what need to be done in the sprint one. For example, this is the sprint one, and I want to create a pick. For example, let's say create a learn JIRA itself. So that's the one of the epic created. And then how do you want to see for today, week, month, quarter? So in this way you can change this one, and it has created. Second one is the backlog, and if I click on the backlog, if I have any item available for me, it will be listed here. Currently nothing. So see here, it is blank. So once we import the data, you would be able to see. Now go to the board. We'll learn how to create the board. To see that we already have the option that create board, so I will combine these sample data and board together, because this is the reverse one. You have to create the board, and then you have to on the top of that you can create your sample data. So this is the board, and if you see that it's have the option of to do, in progress, and done. So let me create one task here. So let create, click on the create. I'm going to use in the learnology, I'm going to use the story type. Currently state is to do. Currently if you see that there is only two state, so let's click on the to do. And summary, I will take that learn JIRA, and let's type something like after this I would be able to use JIRA for my project. Anything, any, if you want to use, assign it to automatic. Currently if you have only one item or only one person, so it would be automatically assigned. So I'm clipping automatic. And if you want to provide some label, currently there is no label. So if you some I want to type or learn JIRA, this is the one of the label, it will automatically create a label for me. Okay, labels can't have the space, sorry. So learn underscore JIRA, these are some of the conditions you need to follow up. Parent, if you already have something, then you can use. And if you want to connect the sprint to only this sprint, you can create. It may take some time. For example, let's say the story point, can decide that one day means one story point. So let's say that for me it may take around 5 days or five story point. It means in the 5 day I would be able to learn the Jira. These are the something more information available and want to fill it or go ahead and create. Okay, so I have created one issue and here from here you can see that this is the issue. Okay, so let's close it. Again go to the board one and so this is the one option that how you can go there create, and if you want to click, okay, let's familiarize some more informations. Currently we are on the board, so first we will create another board for now, and then let's move to the next one. Here if you see that you can add some more informations, like currently if you see the timeline backlog the board is available. If you want to see the list and if you want to the project page, then you can go ahead and create this. It's option available. If you want to add more feature, then click on the plus icon and you would be able to add these are some of the feature available. For example, I want to maintain a team calendar, so I will click on to enable the calendar, and a calendar option would be visible where I can go ahead and mark the calendar for my team. Next, you can add one more option, that is the report, so that you can generate different type of report in the Jira. And the sprints option is already available. I'm not going to use this soon, but let's click this one as well. So these are some options available which you can use and enable. Now if I go back to the project, you will be able to see that these options which I have added is available. For example, if I click on the calendar, it will pop up me a calendar, and here you can create your team calendar. And if you have already something in the backlog or somewhere, it will automatically start appearing here that when this need to be completed. For example, if you see that this is the Scrum on Learn Jira. This is one of the tasks, and see here these are some of the icons available. If you hover over it, let's say the story point. We have created one story with the skin Jira, and these are available. Okay, that is in the sprint one. These are some of the options available for development. Earlier it was not available, but now if you see that it can directly connect with the multiple options, like you can connect your code. If you're using the Bitbucket for your code repository, you can select this one. If you're using the GitLab or GitHub, then you can use these things, and some of these other options level, so that at least you can directly work with the code without moving from the one screen to another screen, and you can manage the code and bugs and anything. These are some of the options available with Azure integrations, GitLab for Jira Cloud, and other things. This is the project page. We have created the project here, so you can have something for your project. You can create a blank page, you can create a product requirement and some design space. You can see here automatically these filters are changing the project specifications. These are some of the built-in template, and you can use the for the retrospective. So these are some of the options available here. If you go back to the project setting, here you can see it give the all the features available for the project. For example, if you can make the changes here, category something you can type it here, name and assign or anything. Let me assign it to the project lead something and save it. From here you can provide the access to the other team member. Currently only my name is listed here. If you want to add some people, then go ahead and add their name. If you want to like invite someone, then you can invite something, like for example if I type my name something like that by another mail account, so I can invite this person to be a member of this one. How I want that this my email ID should be administrator, members, or the viewers, how one. So by default I'm adding one person as a member, so it will automatically go back to I will receive a email Let's go ahead and see. Let me open this one and see if I've received or not. So I must have received a email invitation from the Jira itself. Yes, I received. Here you can see. Now if I confirm this one, accept the invite, then my name would be listed here. I did the confirm. Now I'm not going to log in using my Gmail account. So I'm not logging in. Okay. So let me close these things. I'm not going to create another account. Okay. So if I approve, then my name would be listed here. These are some of the notifications, available options that which can be used. So I would recommend go ahead and explore. These are the options available in the Jira dashboard. Sorry, Jira main page. See here. These are some options available for the like issue type epic. If I collect something, then I can change the date and other options. And even if I want, for example, let's use the bug. And currently, if you see, I click on the edit workflow. So this is the default workflow provided by the Atlassian. It means it would be once it is logged, it would be start. It means create, and after create, it will go to the do, and then it will be in progress, and then it would be done. So see here, other options available. So your bug status can be from any state to the to do, from any to the in progress, from any to done. If you want to change, you can change these bugs. You can create like connect this one with the in progress one and give them something name. Now if you see that it created a connection between this one to this one. So let me delete this one. I'm not going to use. So in this way, if you want to create, then you can go ahead and create. For example, if you're transitioning from one state, like if I want that from to do, it should go to the in progress, then I can go ahead and create workflow one. Similarly, if you see that it created. So once I click, it will automatically remove from the once to do it none, it will automatically move to the progress. You won't be able to see the to do then. Similarly, you can create the connection from here. So these are some of the options available, and here from click on the workflow and save it. So we've discussed that we can change the workflow. So this is one of the simplest way that you can go ahead and create your own workflow and change. Even if you want to set some rule, for example, if you want to add the status, then you can go ahead and create. If you want to create some rule, then you can go ahead and create that restrict who can move an issue from one to the other when issue has to be through the specific state. So these are some of the predefined rule you can create for the entire workflow. If I talk about the restrict who can move the issue, it means only some specified user would be able to move your issue status from one to do to in progress or anywhere. Okay, so I'm not making changes. Similarly, the transitions we have already seen that we are transitioning from to do to in progress in our earlier section. Then from there you can create a done state, something like that, search for the status and done. So this is the workflow editor. It is available. Okay, so let's close it. Here if you see that by default epic bug story and task available. If I click on the add issue, then I can create my own task. So okay, so if you want to customize other than epic bug stories and subtasks, if you want something like test task type, then you can type it here and create. So it will create another task type. Here if you see that it will start appearing, but doesn't have any epic bug, so you can create your own. Okay, if you want to create, for example, in epic, these are the by default available. But if I want to add some other informations, other fields like text, a paragraph or anything, then I can go ahead and create it. If I click on this one, I can drag and drop here, and this will give the options to write something. Okay, for example, if I'm adding the paragraph, so I can say something like description, name something you need to do it, and what should be the heading option, maybe the description itself, and the default text, and save changes. Okay, I need to create. Okay, so let's discard this one, I'm not going to add, but here you can go ahead and create. So these are the some of the options available. So let's go back, and these are some of the automations options. Okay, so let's move and to the next one, and we'll explore some more feature here.